The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman is in the NCAA Tournament for a fifth consecutive season with Coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, you get the number 5 seed. That's where you'd been every single region ranking. Yeah. And despite winning the conference tournament, and what I think your winning streak now is at 8 in a row, you stay at the number 5 slot. What's your reaction to the seeding and a matchup with the Wingate Bulldogs?
Well, we're happy to be in the tournament. For us, and I've always told our players, you can only take care of who's in front of you, and you try to take committees and stuff out of it. So luckily for us, we won the tournament today, so you didn't have to worry about a committee putting you in. But I think our kids have played really well down of late. I thought we had a great weekend, and for us not to move any direction is kind of shocking, to be honest. I think for our girls, we're not a ranked team. We're not in the top 25, and we like it that way. And I think with our seeding, we're somewhat disrespected. So it's just more motivation for our kids as we go into the weekend tournament at North Georgia.
You discussed that motivation. Well, about a month ago, you lost to Catawba on your home floor with your worst shooting performance. What have you seen from your team in this recent stretch that has changed the script from what happened at that point in the year?
First of all, I think we're getting it done on the defensive end. I think they've sold out to being because they were tired of kind of being that team that people looked at that couldn't guard, and I think they've proven over the last several games that whether it's a big team, whether it's a quick team, that we can get out and get down and guard. And then on the offensive end, we continue to shoot a high field goal percentage. It's not always great, but at the end of the game, you see us shooting 40-45%. So, I feel like, in the stats show, you've played as many games as we've played that throughout the season, we put up a bunch of points, we shoot a high field goal percentage, and now we're actually defending on the defensive end. So I think right now we're playing as good as we've played all season.
Conversely, Wingate has hit a little bit of a roadblock here, losing in the conference semifinals as the top seed. What are the keys to taking advantages to some of the things that have happened to them in the last 4 games?
Well, they're going to be motivated because we've been in their shoes to where you either stumble in the quarters or stumble in the semis, knowing that you're an NCAA tournament caliber team and that you're going to make the tournament. So I'm sure that as they left Greenville, not achieving what they wanted, that we're going to get it straightened out in the NCAA tournament. And we're happy to play anybody, and that's one thing that in our format, playing teams that you've played twice already and in your own conference, and there's a couple of games like that in the bracket. I wish the committee would try to figure out a way to not do that so you get to see other people. But we know what they got. They've got the player of the year in our conference in Troutman, and she's a fantastic player, and they beat us twice this year. We got to figure out a way to shore up some of the things that have failed us in the 2 games that we played them and try to get them on Friday.
You mentioned the defensive end. Well, Brianna Troutman's the conference player of the year. Great post player. What's going to be the key to trying to slow down one of the players that is the most consistent scorers in the league?
I'm not sure that you necessarily cut her off. I don't think there's a possibility in that. I think she's going to get the ball where she needs to get it, and she's going to try to score. You just got to try to limit her as best as possible. But they've got other players around her. You got great rebounders, you got quick guards, you got 3-point shooting threats. So they're a complete basketball team. That's why they won our league, and that's why they're sitting at the 4th spot in our tournament.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best luck this weekend.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
He's Coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network.